and two more scientists, Cardinal and Knudsen. These two were examined the same topic in the year 1980, and two more scientists are Teasley and Knudsen et al. In the year 1981. These two are, and Cardinal and Knudsen. So these two are sitting together and examining the update rate of differential corrections, and one more two scientists sitting together and describe the various types of the differential techniques and their implementations, which means that here two scientists were make a group, and these two persons were describe the various types of differential techniques and their implementations. So all the above studies refer to a close range. All the above studies refers to a close range around 10 kilometers approximately. Around 10 kilometers approximately. So a close range application of differential GPS navigation. So all the above studies refers to a close range application of differential GPS navigation. Beeser and Parkinson evaluated the degradation of accuracy of differential global positioning system navigation in the year 1981. So due to a distance from the monitor station. So how these two scientists were evaluated the degradation of accuracy of differential global positioning system navigation due to the distance from the monitor. So here a lot of parameters are playing. An important role. Here a lot of parameters are playing an important role when one tries to evaluate the differential global positioning system navigation concept. So here they're going to try to evaluate the differential global positioning system navigation concept. So in that a lot of parameters are playing a key role or an important role when we are going to evaluate the differential GPS. The update rate of differential corrections. The update rate of the differential corrections, like a monitor correction, broadcast rate. Like monitor correction, broadcast rate. So the update rate of differential corrections. So here just we discussed the update is going on with the help of evaluating the differential GPS navigation system. So the corrections, the location of the differential monitor station and the distance of the user from the monitor. So what type of parameters here we are going to doing the updation. We are going to do the updation means here the update rate of the differential corrections, the location of the differential monitor station, the distance of the user from monitor, the actual implementation of the selective availability, the type of differential corrections, and so on. So all these are some of parameters which are affect the differential GPS navigation. So these are the parameters we are going to update. Here a lot of them have been examined. Here a lot of them have been examined before by other people. A lot of them have been examined before by other people. Examined. A brief description of what has been done so far. What has been done so far was given previously. This differential GPS contains the following contributions. The first one is, you need to see that the development of various models. The development of various models for selective availability. The developments of various models for the selective availability. Second one is the development of models for differential corrections. So here in this DGPS contains the following contributions. The first one is development of the various models for selective availability. The second one is the development of models for differential corrections. The next, the development of simulation software. The development of simulation software to implement and test both the above points. To implement and test the both above points. And the fourth one is determination of answers to some specific points. Determination of points to some specific points, such as how close to undergraded point positioning can be come by using differential techniques. It is possible to recover most of the undergraded accuracy about the application of the selective availability in the form represented by the various model development. It is possible to apply differential corrections to the user at very large distance from the monitor. If the user moves in various directions away from the differential monitor stations, does this play a role in the 7 performance of the differential GPS navigation? You need to see the diagram for this. This is the differential GPS navigation. See that this is the monitor station. This is the monitor station. This is only going to monitoring for each and every satellite. Here you have let us assume here we have 4 satellites, S1, S2, S3 and S4. Here you have a user or a receiver. This is the receiver. If it is receiver means it will act as a transmitter. So this will be the differential monitor station will be going to monitoring the operations. So which will be transmit the information from here to satellite 1, 2 or 3 or 4. Which will be transmit the data to the sky. In the sky we have several satellites, among which here we are considering only 4 for sake of our understanding purpose only. So S1, S2 and S3. So S1, S2, S3 and S4 satellites. So once if you send the information from transmitter to your receiver, your satellites will search the exact location of your signal, which will be going to searching the exact location of your target, target or your destination. Okay, once it picks the destination, then it will trace the position. It will track the position. Okay, after that it will send the information to user with the help of or under the guidance of monitor station only. Under the guidance of monitor station only. So with the help of satellites only, we'll able to find out the transmit time, velocity, position, elevation, everything. So once it find out the user, then it will send the data link to your user or your receiver set. So this is the differential global positioning system navigation. So you need to observe this figure carefully. Then, so the period of revolution of the GPS satellite about Earth is approximately 12 hours. So this means that over 24 hours, different satellites will be seen above the horizon and 3 will be variations in the satellite monitor or satellite user geometry. So over 24 hours, different satellites will be seen above the horizon and there will be variations in the satellite monitoring or monitor for satellite user geometry. In obtaining a navigation fix, this geometry will be sometimes stronger than at other times. In obtaining a navigation fix, this geometry will be sometimes stronger than at other times. The variations affects differential GPS navigation. Does this one of the contribution of this DGPS, as mentioned before, is the development of various models for the implementation of the selective availability. Is the differential GPS concept more effective in recovering the actual GPS signals? So for recovering the actual GPS signals, this DGPS concept is more effective from some kinds of degradation than from others. From some kinds of degradation than from others. So this GPS is divided into several parts. This GPS is divided into several parts, and a brief description of them follows. A brief description of them follows. At the outset, the backbone of the whole study is established. A general description of the new satellite. A description of the new satellite Navstar GPS system is given with ephemeris on the system's accuracy. With ephemeris on the system's accuracy. Its diverse applications for marine operations. The present and future satellite cancellation and so on. The present and future satellite cancellation and so on. A detailed description can be found elsewhere. A detailed description can be found elsewhere. The development of GPS receivers is the most changing them, and therefore we will not dwell on it. The development of GPS receivers is the most changing them, and therefore we will not dwell on it. So in this chapter on the accuracy measures for navigation, deals with the most common and most frequently adopted accuracy measures. Accuracy measures for navigation. In this chapter, the accuracy measures for navigation, which deals with the most common and most frequently adopted accuracy measures. So here we have various accuracy estimates. Various accuracy estimates are described which provide an accuracy assessment. Here we have a various accuracy estimates are described. Various accuracy estimates are described which provide an accuracy assessment. For a navigation system. The circular probable error CPE. The circular probable error CPE 2D RMS and 8 geometric dilution of the precision, error, ellipse and accuracy deviations. These are expressed in percentiles are described. The differential GPS navigation is examined in the coming slides. The question considered include the importance of the differential GPS navigation, which can be implemented and the major factors that affected differential navigation. Major factors that affected differential navigation. In order to evaluate the validity of the differential GPS navigation, validity of the differential GPS. In order to evaluate the validity of the differential GPS navigation concept with respect to various parameters. In order to evaluate the validity of differential GPS navigation concept with respect to various parameters, such as distance from the monitor, the type of international degradation, kinds of differential corrections, and so on. Is a similar computer program was written. The difficulties encountered in finding a complete reference. The difficulties encountered in finding a complete reference when one tries to understand how a navigation fix is computed using GPS observations, gave rise to Appendix I on user navigation solution. The difficulties encountered in finding a complete reference when one tries to understand how a navigation fix is computed using GPS observations and gave rise to Appendix I on user navigation solution. This appendix is divided into two segments. The first one gives a description of how to compute satellite positions given a navigation message. The appendix is divided into two segments. The first one gives a description of how to complete satellite position. And the second develops the observation equations used for the solution. So present status of GPS 2.1 is general description, a very rudimentary introduction to the GPS system was given in the previous slide. Exactly what it is, what it does, how it works, why use GPS, what are the important civil navigation applications, or some of the questions that still need to be answered here, or still need to be answered here. For what type of questions we need to give answer? Exactly what it is, what it does, how it works, why use GPS, what are the important civil navigation. So for all applications, these are the some of the questions. What will get it from the users. So thus, in this slide, we'll further explore the potential of the GPS system. Explore the potential of the GPS system. The Navstar GPS originated. The Navstar GPS originated through a consolidation and coordination. The Navstar GPS originated through a consolidation and coordination of efforts from all components of US Department of Defense. The Navstar GPS originated through a consolidation and coordination of efforts from all components of US Department of Defense. US Department of Defense. Although this new radio navigation system was conceived, although this new radio navigation system was conceived mainly for military applications. So today it is proposed for numerous civil applications as well. Today it is proposed for numerous civil applications as well. As mentioned previously, GPS will provide suitably equipped users. As mentioned previously, GPS will provide suitably equipped users. with worldwide accurate all-weather three-dimensional navigation information, which means that position, velocity, and time. Three-dimensional navigation information means position, velocity, and time. Three-dimensional navigation information scheduled to be fully operational by 1988. Fully, as mentioned previously, GPS will provide it suitably. As mentioned previously, GPS will provide suitably equipped users with worldwide accurate all-weather three-dimensional navigation information scheduled to be fully operational by 1988. Next, the GPS is presently in the interim 6 prototype satellites. 6 prototype satellites have been placed in orbit. 6 prototype satellites have been placed in orbit with 4 additional launches. Planned before 1985. The GPS is presently in the interim 6 prototype satellites have been placed in orbit with 4 additional launches planned before 1985. These satellites serve as a means of validating. These satellites serve as a means of validating and establishing the operability of the system. These satellites serve as a means of validating and establishing the operability of the system. The final operational satellite constellation. The final operational satellite constellation will consist of 9, 10, 18 satellites in 6 orbital planes. The final operational satellite constellation will consist of 9, 10, 18 satellites in 6 orbital planes. With 3 satellites equally spaced. The 3 satellites equally spaced in each plane at an inclination of 55 degrees and a nominal period of a satellite revolution. T is equals to 11. The above constellation will be possibly extended to a 24 satellite constellation. You need to see that in that T is equals to 11 hours, 57 minutes, 57.26 seconds. which means around 58 minutes. So here we are giving exact time and angle. The next, although this 18 satellite constellation, although this 18 satellite constellation, we'll see in the figure 2.1. Although this 18 satellite constellation, we'll see that in the coming figures. This is the 2.1. See. So in that we have 18 satellites. Yes or no? 18 satellite constellation. See. This is the 18 satellite constellation. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, then 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So these are the directions. See, 1, 2, 3. Then after 3 you need to go this 4, 4, then 5 from these two, 5, then 6, 6, then 7. See, this will be going like this. 7, then 8. See, 8 is going like this. 8, then 9. See, this is going like this. 9. Okay, then 10. Like this. Then 11. Like this. 12. Like this. Then 13. After 12. 13 will be going like this, right? Here we have one more circle, right? This 13, then 14. This 14 will be going like this. 15, then 16, 17 and 18. So this is the 18 satellite constellation. Okay. So all this 18 satellite constellation will be ensure a minimum of 4 visible satellites. A minimum of 4 visible satellites to a user at all times. It may experience occasionally outage or outage. An outage is either when a user can only obtain data from less than 4 satellites. An outage is either when a user can only obtain data from less than 4 satellites, standard definition, or when a 3-dimensional error fix is about 3 times, that 3-dimensional root mean square, the 3-dimensional root mean square error of the high performance user. The three-dimensional error fixes about 3 times the three-dimensional root mean square RMS error of the high performance user. The GPS comprises 3 major segments. The GPS comprises 3 major segments. The first, the space segment, control segment, and the user segment. All of you know that. In the GPS, we have 3 segments: space, control, and user segment. So these segments are shown in the figure 2.21, figure 2.2, and a complete account can be found in Millikan and Joler, Parkinson and Payne. If you want, you need to see the diagram 2.2. This is 2.2. GPS segments after Cardell and Cronson. This is the control segment, this is the user segment, this is the space segment. So in the next class we will continue the remaining sessions.